And then we so used to with failure and success, and we are proud of ourselves. We think, oh, I have accomplished this, and I've done that. I outdo him, I tricked them, things like that. And then we get prouder and prouder, you know. That is the so-called ego. Drop into this school with all kind of things to learn and to react. And if you happen not to be strong enough and you give in, then you drown. Okay? That's why I tell you heavens, they don't look at sins and virtues the way we do. They're very tolerant, forgiving, loving. But still, you yourself have to check up, and you will probably feel bad yourself. Okay? That's the final day of judgment. All right? Yes? No? Okay? No? Yeah. If you don't have a question, then I go home, huh?
No, that's fine.
I'm only here as long as I need it. Okay.
Could you speak a little bit, Master?
What?
About the fact that our ego gets in the way to our relationship, to a closer relationship with God, to know the God within. That it was our ego that gets in the way. Could you address that, please?
Yeah, there's no ego.
And how to get rid of it?
There's no ego, really. There's no ego. Just the environment of it. When we were young, we did something wrong, we get punished. And when we did something good, we get praised, and sometimes overdue praise. And then we learn to manage to show off because we get praise and we get candies and things like that. Yeah? And then later on, when we grow up, we are in the school, and then we learn that the brilliant one, or those who knows how to go about socially and get the advantage. And then we learn again how to be on top, how to talk smoothly, how to do things that please people, even though sometimes these things are not very honestly done, just to win the praise. And that's how we get into the habit, you know, to manage things the way we want so that we get the spotlight, all right? And that is what we call the ego. There is no ego to begin with, all right? And then we so used to with failure and success, and we are proud of ourselves. And we think, oh, I accomplished this, and I've done that. I outdo him, I tricked them, and things like that. And then we get prouder and prouder, you know? That is a so-called ego. Actually, it's all habit. We're not born with the ego. That's why I told you the environment is very important to the individuals. Two persons with the same level of intelligence, if brought up in different environments, will react differently to the situation that they, to the same situation that they confront with, because of the habit they acquire, because the thing they learn during their childhood and their life, right? So there's no ego really. Now we try to deal with the habit only. Ego, what's ego? There's no ego. Just a habit. See, for example now, you want to meditate, but you're so used to it running around, 7 o'clock you go to coffee, and 8 o'clock you go dancing, and now tell you to sit here. Miserable thing. And don't even see God sometimes. Not always, yeah? Some lucky fellows see God all the time and take it for granted. And some sit there, on the bottom there it falls off. We don't see anything. So of course, this thing will make you feel unhappy. All right? And then it's difficult for you to believe that there's such a thing as God and that He is even loving at all. If He is loving, why don't He come to me? Why He comes to the neighbors? Why, you know, because you tend to learn as you grow up to compare things the way the worldly people do. They teach you, you know, and the neighbor is better than you. His car is more expensive. Why God gives him and not give me? Things like that, and then this is the so-called ego, you know what I mean? The argumentative mind that they collect from the influence of the society. So now all we have to do is that go contrary to that. Every time we think some nonsense, we say, okay, that is just your habit. I don't believe in your garbage. and then just do your work. Yeah? Don't listen to the mind. Yeah? And slowly, you will get used to it. The people who are pure in the heart, you know, they're more simple. They get to God quickly because they don't have too many thinkings and too many comparisons, too many studies to overcome. See, the more intellectual people, or sometimes the more accomplished people, they're more complicated because they have to be in this kind of field to succeed, for example, like that. Therefore, they become habitual to thinking, analyzing pro and con, and success and failure. If I sit in meditation, what do I get from God? Do I get anything at all? Is that worth it? You know, time is money. I think like that. You know, sometimes and then subconsciously we obstruct ourselves the way to heaven. Huh? That's what we call ego. Actually, it's not. All right? For example, many children who are grown up in a battered home, you know, grow up become criminal. They were not loved as a child. They grow up don't love anybody. They only know violence. They only know of force, using muscle force or whatever force they can get to win the enemy, to become a stronger guy. Yeah, most of them are unloved, and then it's very difficult for them to change that. So, and then you would say that's their ego. Actually, I would say it's just a habit, okay? When we say habit, it's easier to understand, and also it seems easier to reach and to correct than to say ego. It sounds so frightening, like an entity or something like that we have to fight with. It's not that difficult, okay? Even the brushing the teeth. Many people don't brush it 3 times a day because they don't have the habit. They can't bother to change, all right? I didn't brush 3 times a day when I was young. But when I grow up, I understand it. It hurts my teeth. And I want to be beautiful. For example, then I start to realize the importance of this habit, you know what I mean? Brushing the teeth after the meal, and I do it alone. That's it, okay? Just habit. But some people are hard to do it. They don't do it. Even though it's so easy. You know what I mean? It's also like me, I don't watch television so much. It's difficult for me to remember what time the news on. But for you, it's easy because you do it every day. You know, it becomes habit. When you don't watch it, you get itching somewhere. You cannot, you have to watch it. You know, even before, you know exactly when the news on. Even you don't have to look at the watch. Is that right? It's some people like that. Habit, okay? So forgive yourself and try to change.
I was kind of thinking that we're stuck in this time and place, and that
I can't quite explain it, but I was thinking that we are stuck in this time and place, and in order to advance towards God, to realize the God within us, that sometimes our own intelligence, our own knowledge, as you were already kind of addressing, stops us. And I guess the basic answer is that we must meditate even more.
Yes.
Because when you reach that certain point in meditation, and it's so beautiful,
Yes.
but then,
Go behind the wave, huh?
yeah, want that point even more, and something stops us. Can you?
It's all right. It's all right. You just initiate it. Just continue. That's all there is. Continue. Yeah. Just try your best. Yeah. Okay. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Love yourself. Forgive yourself, and do your work. All right. That's it. It's all right if your ego stay in the way. You just continue. Too bad. Huh? Besides, this ego is also good for you. You know, the competitiveness, the outgoing nature, the successful talents, you know, you need it for your own individual mission on earth. Whatever God gives you, whatever situation He put you in, is good for you. Whatever talent He endowed you, good for you. Whatever experience you undergo, better, good, is good for you. Everything is good for you. Even though you don't see it right now, you will see it later on, or at the time of departure. You know what I mean? Don't worry, everything is perfect. Really. Okay? It's just that we are not satisfied with something, so God has to change for us sometimes. For example, this a lot of suffering, things like that. Or the world people sometimes they go too much in the wrong direction. They're influenced too much by the negative. Because Satan also tried to gain the souls, that the soul will stay here all the time. There's many people earthbound because of the attraction, because of the attachment for the things of this world. Yeah, not all souls can go to heaven, mind you. That's why I say to you, be careful. Do your job here. Finish your duty so that you go up. And don't be attached to the things in this world. These are only tools that we should use to learn, not to cling to. Just like a raft or a boat you use to cross the river. You don't carry it on your head all the time just because it helps you to cross the river. All right? It's very difficult. But you are doing fine. You come in here. That is already a big step. You know? You probably feel that you go in the wrong direction. And you react to the situation God gives you with a wrong attitude. All right? So now you come here. You begin to better yourself. It's all right. It's good. It takes time. Only yesterday, you know.
Actually, I was also, or somewhat, in with the other group at the ladies.
You were walking.
Yes, still, you know, I mean, just various masters, various books.
Yes.
But I guess to me, my main guru is Jesus, Buddha.
Good for you. Yeah, fine.
You know, I love you, and I love the masters that walk
Yes,
the
why
earth.
not?
But God is the main guru to me.
Yes, true. Yes.
And I guess I'm impatient and I get angry with him.
He's more impatient than you. Don't worry. He longs to have his children back to his love. But you know, he wants you to grow also. That's why he sacrificed the relationship. But God is not a person that you have to be separated from him. You see? Because he's everywhere. He's in your neighbor next door, even though he's a lousy God, the way you see it. But still, it's a God inside. Yeah? Sometimes God wants to play fool, or want to play bad persons in a stage of this life, so that you learn to become a better person. So it's your fault that you feel separated, okay? I don't feel separated from God. Other people don't. So the more you feel separated, the more you're longing, the more you will get blessing. You will feel closer very soon, okay? Because God will not have no ears, no nose. He listens, He smells, He knows. He knows before you even ask. He knows that's why He brought you here. So that you get a quicker way to feel Him next to you, inside you, outside you, everywhere with you. Alright? I promise that you will feel, you will know very soon. Okay? Just relax, let go. Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to thank you for coming, and it's
thanks, it's the time, huh? It's about the time. I get some compliment. Oh, thanks a lot. My ego feels good. My ego feels good. Otherwise, it gets suppression and demand and nothing good for me. Thanks. Thanks. Okay. So, what's your question?
I don't have a question. I just wanted, it meant so much to me that I was able to see you. And now I need to leave and go back to work, but I just wanted to be able to say thank you before I
All
went.
right, no problem. Yes.
Short question.
No, it's all right. All right, okay. Even if I don't answer you, it's my right, but it's your right to ask, okay? Okay? You always have the right to ask questions. I always also reserve the right to not to answer or to don't like it. Okay, we both have right, and that's okay. As long as you always don't force your right upon me, like you are the master, you have to answer everything. I don't have to. Okay? Now.
When we come to this earth, do we choose our own parents?
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
You did everything. Everything you are in, you chose. But you forget, and then you reject it. You know? Sometimes we reject, not you, but I mean us, we. And then we complain about our situations. Actually, we have chosen to be sometimes in a hard situation, even accident, even violent happenings to us. These are our choice to challenge us to grow. The harder the situation, the stronger the soul will be. Supposed to, but sometimes we chose the task too big, perhaps, and then we failed, and then we don't like it. Yes. And that's how. Okay. Therefore, I told you, really, everything is good for us. But this is never end to the paradox of the universe. You know what I mean? And then that comes to the case, and then you will ask me, then Master, then why would you cry when you cry with the suffering of the people? You know what I mean? But that's what makes us human. I mean, one thing we know, that suffering is good for us. Yeah? One thing I know, that the doctor's injection is good for my allergy. But another thing, I'm afraid of it. I said, please, I just really want to stop it. You know, I mean, stupid. I never have been like that before. But sometimes I'm like that. So what? It's my weakness. I know that. And I'm not afraid to tell you. It's the same with your spiritual issue and the situation you chose to be born in this world. You know it. You want it. But when it comes to the actual facing with this problem and these trials and these tests, you're afraid. I'm the one who came to the doctor myself. I went right through the door and said, I want something. Because, you know, I took all the medicine, sweet one, you know, sugar coated, and it never helped. So I already expected he probably would give me a shot or something. Because people told me, such allergy, if you took medicine, it doesn't help and it go all over the body like that. It is likely, 100% that the doctor will give you a shot, otherwise it will not clear. And I already knew it. But knowing that, and when facing the needle, it is a different thing. And when it comes behind you, you can't even see it. That's the worst thing. I don't know what she's doing there, whether she missed it and she do it again. Sometimes it's like that, they're worse, the nurse, sometimes they put it there and say, oh no, sorry, honey, I have to do it again. Oh, that is when you don't believe that God really exists. Never mind. But luckily, God is very big-hearted, He doesn't mind our, weakness, yeah. Oh, it's all right. But still, I don't like the needle. I never liked it. When I was young, my father always forced it on me. I don't like it, But I still have to go, I know there's no choice. I have no choice. Even then, we don't like it. The same, before we were born, we chose our environment, our parents, our trials, our tests, our examinations, the friends we're with, the situation we'll be in. But then, when it's too much, we cry. Okay, fine. It's all right. You can cry, you can pray. And help will be there to help you to overcome this weakness or to go quickly, to comfort yourself a little bit, to go through the test. Just like you have to go to the shop for the doctor, but the nurse will hold your hand or things like that. Or your parents, or your daughter, your father, mother will say, honey, it's all right, honey. I'll take you to the movies later. Yeah, things like that, you know what I mean? But the shop, you still have to have it. But still you feel better, huh? You know what I mean? The loved one next to you, huh? All right? That's why when you go to the hospital, many people go to see you. Huh? It doesn't ease your pain. It doesn't lessen your sorrow, but you feel comforted with the flowers, with the cards. Yeah, get well card with a lot of friends and loved ones and smiling and loving you. You feel comforted. Is that right? Okay. That's why we praise, yeah? And that's why we meditate also. It will lessen the pain of our test, and it makes us pass in all colors, with flying colors. Okay, please.
Master, let's say that I meditate I'm vegetarian, and I live a virtuous life.
Yes.
And then I've come to just realize that, and everything that I have in this world is something that I've chosen.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if that's so, then what is there to do for me? I mean, that it's only a matter now of fulfilling my mission.
But you don't even know what it is.
Well, my
Right.
mission is my work. Whatever I'm doing right now is my mission.
Fine, but you don't probably do it right. You do not do it correctly. And sometimes you want to know how you do it better, okay? So that you gain a higher degree for yourself, for your own wisdom, okay? And the meditation is the opening of your wisdom, so that you do your work better. You pass a higher note in a test, all right? Okay? Just like when you go to school and you have sometimes extra teacher, huh? So that you can pass the test better and you do your exam easier, okay? All right? If you don't want to, it's fine. The whole world don't want. Only a few of you want. A few 100,000s, or a few 10,000s, all right? So if you don't want, you step out anytime. If you're happy with your life, you think you're okay, nobody tell you to come here. All right?
No, but it gets more beautiful as you meditate
Right.
more, as you
Yes.
become more virtuous.
Yes, yes,
and,
yes.
and as you become.
Well, I told you already, apart from the things you have that God gives you, apart of the situation and the karma you made and give and take with people, you add more glory to your life also. It's a kind of bonus. See? Also you feel more at peace with your life, and you feel more happy and more content in suffering and happiness, okay?
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Yes,
Thank you.
it helps.
Yeah.
Right.
You made it very simple.
Huh?
To think in this term makes it very simple.
Very simple, yes.
Yes.
No complication. Yeah, behind there. Oh, beside there. Yes, honey. Have it out.
Well, actually, I'm thinking about clearing karma. If I'm collecting karma as I go along,
Uh-huh.
and I know that when I was initiated, of course, you cleared
Yes.
up until that time, yeah. But I do still get angry and lose my temper and so on, although I keep it to myself. But how do I clear my karma? Is that through the meditation, or should I be doing something else to clear my karma as time goes on and I'm accumulating?
Okay. You know, the less obstruction you create for your future, the better that you smoother your road, that's all, okay? Not that you're not allowed to make mistakes, okay? Just for your progress, that I tell you, please do this and please avoid that, all right? As much as you can. It's better for you, okay? Just like when you are in an examination season, huh? The parents and the teacher would advise you not to go dancing too much, not to watch television too late, not to do this and that. Just concentrate on the examination, all right? Then you pass the test quicker, huh? And higher note, in a higher note, huh? That all? Okay? What? The karma you get angry? Oh, that's a habit. You can't change it overnight. But the more you meditate, the less it will be, okay? Don't expect you to be a Buddha, just be 24 hours. We can't make that. Our company is not.
So is it the meditation that will help to keep me clear then?
Yes.
And will help to clean away the
Yes,
karma
that
I'm
also.
accumulating?
Yesterday, our brother has told you that he has been a different person now. Many people will tell you that. But if you have not been that different from before, it must so quickly, then please forgive yourself and try again. Forgive yourself. It's all right. Sometimes you can't help it because you have the karma with that person. So forgive yourself. Try to be as loving as possible. But it's difficult, Sometimes it's your trial, you see. It's your lesson that you have to learn. Okay? So try, all right? And the more you meditate, the better you will be. Everybody have this experience. Yeah? Except me. Huh? Except me, I become worse than before. Before I never scold anybody. Now I scold anybody. Anybody that needs to be scolded. You know what I mean? It's a different position. I don't like that. I don't enjoy that. But I don't know how to change that either. Huh? Perhaps it's necessary, okay? It depends, you know, you get angry. Sometimes it's justice, you know, justified. But the thing is, you don't carry on with it, you know? You know what I mean? And don't bear hatred after that. Try to reconcile with each other right away or as soon as possible. Try to think of the good side of that person and make it up with them, okay? And that's how you feel more peaceful within yourselves. But angry sometimes it's not all that bad, you know? Sometimes like a mother angry with her child, to make sure that she understands this is serious and don't please do it again. You know what I mean? Otherwise the child will not learn, okay? And sometimes when you say it once and the child will never do it again. But if you wait too long, he becomes a habit, you know? And it's difficult to teach him then. You know what I mean? And then you get angry with that, okay? It's all right, it's all right. Just meditate and try to keep the precepts as much as you can. Try your best, and God knows it's difficult. Okay? Okay? You're all right. You're very honest and you try very hard. That's why you even saw Jesus in vision and that. Okay? That means He loves you. Okay? All right? That means you try your best. A person who is good doesn't mean that he never get angry. The person who is good, it means he's angry, but he really has no other way in that situation. You know what I mean? In that situation, he has to react that way. Then it's all right. People will understand you even. People will know that you don't mean bad in your anger. It's just that they force you to do it. You know what I mean? And then it's all right. After that, you clear the air and finished. Okay? Don't bear the hatred and carry on residue and things like that in your heart. It's no good for you and that person. Okay? Besides, sometimes the Cold War is even worse than a flare of, you know, clear the air. They say clear the air. Huh? Sometimes the couples, you know, they fight with each other for a while, you know, over something that they long overdue, and then afterward they love each other more. Something like that. It's also allowed. Huh? It's all right. Sometimes you put some hot pepper in your pizza and it burns, but it's good. Huh? Just forgive yourself, okay? And try to change it if you don't like that. Trade up yourself, but don't hate yourself, okay? Don't think you are so bad. It is not so bad. Yeah, who else? What was it? When you ask me a question, be sure you're sincere. Even if that is a garbage question, your sincerity make me answer yours. You know? Not ask everything out of curiosity, or just to catch my attention, or just to ask. Okay? Then you surely have always the good answer. The same with praying. When we pray, we have to pray sincerely and we get the answer. Okay? Alright? No more questions? Oh, enlightened? Happy? Satisfied? Good. Can I retire? Meditate? Meditate? No more question really? Huh? Okay. Actually, you have to ask whatever you cannot bear not to ask. You know, that would be the best. Yeah. Yeah.
I do not have a question, but I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for coming into my life.
Thanks. I'm sorry.
Miracles have happened. My husband was opposed to my going to your meditation group,
really?
but now he's very supportive.
Oh, really? Bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Good for
And
you.
we're communicating a lot better.
It's about the time, huh? You both are old. If you're still fighting now, I think I will cry.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us this
Tell him that he
opportunity.
behaves well. It's good for his age. Yeah, that's good news. That's very nice for you. Hmm? Okay. Tell him if you don't behave, you go for another man. Without teeth.
One more quick question, Master.
It's all right, please.
Thank
It's
you.
all right.
Do you have any disciples that could report in regards to their struggle? You had them speak the other day about how blessed they are and how much their lives have changed.
Yes.
But I was I guess I'm looking for some type of inspiration that the suffering before the blessings are also.
You have fear. Oh my God. Nobody have the same taste like you, you know. Nobody, not everybody likes to have to go through suffering and fear to get the blessing. You try to find, you know, during group meditation, sometimes you happen to chance upon a prey victim. Same like you type. I can pour your heart out to him, and he will tell you what fear likes and how to enjoy fear. Okay. It's all right. Sometimes in the magazine, you know, the people sometimes share their experience by letters, or sometimes during their retreat, they'll share their experience. But very seldom I hear somebody who likes to share fear. Most people like to go away from fear. So
It's not the fear. Oh, it's not the fear. I just want to.
You're so cute.
Oh, thank you.
I like you because you're fearless fear.
I guess what I'm looking for is just that we all share the same, not struggle in the sense of fear, but
But the fear itself.
I feel like I'm sinking deeper into this.
It's all right. It's all right.
Because I'm a new initiate and
Yes.
I have some trouble with connecting with light and sound. And I get so frustrated and angry and I want everything to be the way I want it to be.
Yeah, that's trouble.
And I heard all your disciples say, you know, hey, you know, this was this great for me and so on. I was just wondering if they all got it instantaneously or did they also have to go through periods of struggle.
You see, each one is a little different from the others. And you probably try to learn from them, each one differently. Somehow people also have to struggle. Like, but very rare. One person, after initiation, he didn't hear nothing. 1 week later, bang, it comes. 1 week, yes. So it's all right, don't worry. Huh? Some people also miss the sound. They expect a big loud cannon or something. And all I hear was a very lovely and smooth flute, you know, saying, that's it, that's all there is, you know? You know, it's all right.
As far as the sound, can you address this? I keep hearing my heart. I can't get rid of it. It just it takes over all of the
head, right?
Yeah, I can't hear anything but it going.
So the head take over the heart. Okay, good. That's all right. It will change. Okay. That's also one of the experiences.
Okay.
Normally you don't hear your heart like that. It's not because your heart goes to your head. It's not the heart. It's just one of the experiences. You know that you're omnipresent. You can hear without the ears.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, you hear not with the ears to the apparatus, but just for you to know that you are not the person. You're not the body. You're not the apparatus that you use to experience the world.
Right.
See, there's other that you can hear heavenly things and experience anything you want. Okay? This is the beginning. All right?
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was the drum at first.
It could be a drum too. Yes. But you know what? The most beautiful experience occurred to us is that we will become more loving and more sacrificing for others. You know, more tolerant.
Yes.
Not because we have seen a lot of heaven things.
Yes.
This we will see anyhow.
Yes.
Right. All the dead people will see heaven. All right? Sooner or later, on one level or another. Okay?
Yes.
So no need. All right? You are very cute, this black Caucasian. Very, very cute. I think you're both very lovely. All right, it's very cheerful, you know. That's why your heart went to your head, because you have a lovely feeling. That's okay. You see, all of you, of course, very anxious to know your levels and know your mission in life, your roles in the universe. I'll forget it. Okay, just nice to be a child of the Father. Just nice to be nothing. Whatever the hierarchy or heaven want to make use of us, let it be. If there are things we are useless, so much the better. And we can sleep well. Yeah? I don't have to be a master and this and that and other, and always have to take care of other people's problems and my other people's business, and sometimes get scolded and misunderstood for that, even for all your effort and all your time and all your energies and all your good intention.
Yeah.
You know, and your house and whatever you are become public property, and your house become a public pub and hotel, free, free of charge. And yes, you become free of charge everything. Free of charge house, free of charge master, free of charge time, free of charge everything, and then people still don't feel pleased with it. They think it's a matter of fact that you have to do it. I don't know why. I'm not even pleased with the service that you do. So don't dream to be anything.
Yeah.
Just enjoy your uselessness and live long. Okay?
Yeah, I tend to forget that, honestly. I mean, it's not my mission to always want the glamour of heaven. I also enjoy the service of God also, but I tend to forget. On the way over, I actually was debating whether to even ask you the question, and I asked Alethea, I said, what do you think? And she said, well, what about the fact that you may feel good after you meditate? I said, well, no, what? I heard her on the tape say, I will get light and sound. I want my light and sound.
You did. Just that you want something else.
Yeah. But no, I agree, and I agree with you totally, that the goal is actually to better myself.
Yes, it will come, even other side will come also.
Yes.
As you concentrate more, as your concentration go more deeply and more stable, you have better things also. But also that is not that important. More important is that your loving kindness will develop more. You're more at ease with yourself. You love yourself and you love others. Alright? And then you will desire nothing. Not even heaven. Alright? And not even the Father. Father is always your Father. He can't run away from that. And the heaven is empty. If they don't give you, come up, and then okay, you don't go. You stay here. Whatever, and you feel very at peace with yourself. No desire for heaven or no desire for Buddhahood, because you know you will get it.
Yes.
Very deeply you have this very deep security. You know that you can't run away from God and you can't run away from heaven. And then the desire will die, every desire. Because you will know from your soul inside, not your brain, that you get, that you are that. And you are what you want to become. Okay? But that takes some time. And not from yesterday. Right? Even if a baby is born, it takes a longer time to grow. Sorry. Next one. But I like you. You're cute. I think they're both very cute. First they think I'm very aloof and my far rich master, and then later they say, oh no, you are right. Thanks very much. Okay. I am happy and honored that you get to know me so quickly. Only one day, and then you accept me like that. I'm very honored and grateful. Otherwise, I might have to be an aloof master for a long time. Okay. I'm very easygoing, but I'm also a very private citizen. That's all there is. Okay? Just like you need your privacy, sometimes I do, but I never get it. Anyhow, I just try to dream about it and try to demand, make sure people know that I also have demand and, have a little bit respect for me, my privacy. But still, I don't get it. All right, it's a hard job. It's a hard job. Even though people say it's a very honorable job, but it's very hard. It's very hard. After you be a master, you don't want anything else. Nothing. Nobody can trick you into any other pleasure or any honor of the heaven and earth. That's all there is. You know what I mean? Even if you become a Buddha or become God, so what? That's it. All right.
The last question.
Yes.
If one becomes a master, because that's what I'm striving to do, at that point, is it possible for the master to actually fall to any other level? I mean,
to give right.
let's say a master is at the house and decides to come to Earth to do things with humans, to promote their well-being and so forth. Within that time that the master is here, can they also just become like the rest of us?
Okay. Well, I did not experience this, but if you want to be a master, there are many opportunities. You just make yourself qualified, and there's other worlds for you to teach, and heaven school for you to educate people. It's no problem. The master, there's no need to have to give way. There can be many masters. Okay, there's no need to. Well, yes, sometimes the saints, we also disguise, as ordinary beings in different religious group or in different organization in order to use his or her position to promote a heavenly way for them in their own level. Okay, so. But the master is a master, huh? For example, if you go to heaven, you see Jesus, right? Or you see the Buddhas. It depends on whom you like to see. Because all are one, but it could be manifested into different ways or to please us. And if you are really truly only a Catholic believers, then probably if your level is not so high, you'll be shown only Catholic way of life or saying, so that you're at ease with it. But later on, as you progress, you will know many other saints and other religious figures, so that you know universal love. All right. Most of the dying people, the dead people, or the near-dead people who were shown heaven, they only shown a part of the knowledge, that they expect when they were alive, and that they know when they were alive. See what I mean? So that they're not too shocked, and because they can't learn too much. All right. Now, when we learn this kind of universal wisdom, like in our group, then we will know many things, not just a corner of the wisdom. All right. Now, if you want, suppose you go to Jesus, okay? Now you will see Jesus is surrounded with other people. If it's necessary for you to see, otherwise you only see him. All right. And then you forget about the surrounding, even though it's so beautiful. And then if necessary, other people will appear next to him or around him. And these people are so loving that you will melt yourself with their love, and you feel you don't want to go back to this world. Even 1 second, you forget everything. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your kids, you don't know anything else. Because such is the overwhelming love of heaven. That's how people will forget the earth. Because they will see, oh, this is a kind. When you go to heaven, you see here it's a filthy toilet. Don't even want to go down. And your body is a cumbersome. Is that right? Oh, cumbersome. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Cumbersome, a weighty sack of blood and flesh and bone, and you don't even want to come in. You know what I mean? You feel tight and you feel prison if you have to go back into your body. That's why most of the time when you meditate, the master have to make the transit smoothly. Not like those people who experience at the time of near death or death and things like that. They jerk out the body or they jerk back in the body, and that makes them feel revulsed. And sorry, make them feel disgusted, and they cannot get on with their everyday life. So the difference between the near-dead people or the dead people and come back, or the dead people and those of us who die daily, is that the transit is very smooth. You come in and out of the body, and sometimes you're hardly aware of it. And mostly sometimes it's done in its sleep. So sometimes when you just woke up in the middle of the night suddenly by some noise or some kicking from your partner, then you saw leftover light or sound or whatever, and then you realize that probably you have been somewhere and just come back, and leftover experience. But then you forget. And that's also good for you. Yeah? And then you progress every day. You're more loving, more wise, and more tolerant, and more easygoing, and you don't know. And you keep complaining sometimes, the master, I don't see anything. You see, it's just like the child who has milk and don't realize he has it, but he grows, you see. So the most important is you grow, and lovingly, wisely, okay? That's important. Then you know you have experience, okay? I thought I always spoke enough already. You know, not now, but I think I have spoken enough in the past years. That if you watch all this TV or you listen to all tape, you don't ever have to ask me anything. Really. But there's always something.
Yes, there is.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, there is. Oh.
All right. I will spoil you so much.
You did say that you will not answer if you do not feel that you should. I forget how you put it. My question is that when you go inside, as you did a short while ago, and you go deep inside, and the happiness is there, and you're, for lack of a better word, out of this world, and the happiness and joy is there. Can you describe it to us?
Now, forget it. Each one for himself. Huh? You eat your meal and don't eat mine. Huh? No, it's okay. Sometimes I need to, you know, erase something, okay? And then to concentrate again, to serve you better, all right? Instead of paying too much attention to one individual or two, and whether or not it's pleasant or not pleasant, they draw too much attention from me, for themselves alone. And I try to get it back for all of you instead, you know what I mean? So I need to quiet down for a while, erase that. Erase this clinging attachment, you know? Because sometimes people try to get attention from me, doing different actions or different speech, or just to catch attention, yeah? Unintentionally or intentionally. And I don't want to stay there, especially in a group. I want to pay attention to all of you. You know, of course, while paying attention to them, I can also pay attention to you at some times. But that is the balance is more there. You know what I mean? And I want to be fair with all of you. That's all, okay? That's why I tell them don't speak when I'm speaking to you. You know? That will also attract some of my attention there, you know? Truly. I just remember that I have not finished my answer to you, and then somebody else asked a question on Africa. Because you asked me whether a master is different, right? I say a master is a master. Even though if you go to heaven, you see Jesus and somebody else around him, they are also very loving and kind. That nothing can compare to this earth. But still, you see their light around them is different from the master like Jesus, for example. You know what I mean? They are also different. They are different. Yeah? Even they are different already on earth. Some people are virtuous and spiritual. Their light are brighter around them. Their aura is different from the one who is always angry. They are always in red. You know? Okay? And the masters are different because of their personality only, not because of their spiritual standard. Of course there are spiritual standards too, yeah? But for example, if two Buddhas, the same level of enlightenment, still they are different, yeah? Why is that different? And you ask me whether the master will become lower in this level. Yes. No, they won't. No. What you get is that DNA left over, probably passed down from generation. Then you get some of the DNA of them through their babies, yeah, and then their baby born you and things like that. So that is the so-called reincarnation. But you never get the pure one. Therefore you have to struggle with the habit that is collected within the DNA that you inherited. Understand? That's why when you come here, you are no longer perfect. That's why you have to meditate. So that you know what you're doing. And you try to fight back the negative information that is inherited within your cells. That's what you have to fight with, not that you're not perfect. Of course, you're already born, chosen in this situation. If you're born in this world, you can't find any born master DNA here. Even though if the DNA from the master of the past left here on the earth, and you somehow inherited, through that family clan, fine. That's why I say you could be born master. But even then, that master has been mixed with many other DNAs already, through the lineage, suppose Master Jesus has a baby, supposed to, okay, fine. And then his DNA is left in his child. His child might not be a master, but the DNA is still there, okay? Because he also collects other things from the society. It's not necessary have the pure DNA. And then his Jesus baby bear another babies. And then social environment and collection and habit will be also registered together on top of that DNA that you have inherited originally. You know what I mean? So another heavenly being supposed to be, now another heavenly being, want to become a master. Okay, then probably he chooses, that family has a DNA of a master of the past. Maybe I born there if I could. And all the possible match in heaven will, the matchmaker in heaven will try very hard, himself try hard to put these two people together so that he get the DNA he needs and the situation and the parents he needs. But still then, it's not pure anymore. You know what I mean? Not the real Jesus, all right? So even then, there's a mix of a lot of habits apart from the Jesus memories in the cell, apart from all the wisdom he get. Sometimes it's mixed and blood and, all, I'll say, diluted, not only that, but mixed with another kind of ingredients. And it's very difficult to recognize that mastership in this alone can separate it. You see what I mean? So when that person is a master soul come in that body, she has still have to find with the negative traits, apart from the good and holy DNA that is inherited from before. Kavish? All right? No? You don't understand?
Well, does that mean that the master is walking into the most optimum vehicle? Excuse me.
Yes.
Does that mean that when the master looks down into this realm, the master is walking into what seems to be the most optimum vehicle to carry the master?
Yeah.
So it is a union
Yeah.
of what is partially here, but it's
Yes.
also coming from
Yes,
above.
yes.
Thank you.
Anybody, not only master. Before we came, we chose our parents, we chose the approximate surrounding so that we can be born. And that's why abortion is against nature. Understand? Possible, avoid it. Impossible. Okay. Now, why you look at me like that, huh?
Does this mean that the master soul and the soul that is already here incarnated make an agreement?
Yes, sometime a long
unite?
time ago.
Oh,
Long time ago, preparation for a long time. That's why I say the human being is very precious. Human life very precious. Better make use of it in a good way. Otherwise, it's rarely we have opportunity again. Okay? Too many souls are produced every day, and God has to rough them, fire them. I'll say, carve them into a perfect statue. Huh? And when we missed it, we won't get the opportunity so quickly again, huh? Probably sometimes billions of years, trillions of years goes by until we are on our waiting list to be looked into if we miss the chance. Understand? Okay. So that's why there is a difference between masters and masters, but the master is still a master, huh? For example, you all learn from a master, and you all came from master plan from heaven. Still, the way you learn, the way you struggle yourself, the way you improve yourself, make you a master, okay? And then other lazy and all like that, they just stay around there. It's all right, they are soul, they are heavenly beings, it's okay, but it's not the same, all right? Just like a student in college, huh? Some strive to become a better or professor, but some stay there or drop out. Yeah, it's all right. Nobody say anything. Whatever you want to be, you will be. All right. When you go to heaven, I told you before, I didn't finish before. Yeah? If you see Jesus and see other beings surrounding him, even though they are also so loving, so kind and heavenly, but different. Not master. Okay. And the master, when finished here, don't come back. They have a better assignment, heavier responsibility, but enjoyable, more enjoyable job than on earth. Easier to teach beings than these earthly people. Not that the earth people are difficult, but they jump into this situation. Yeah, they inherited all these DNAs and all these egos in the cells. You know what I mean? When you die, your cell dies, but your babies goes on with the DNAs, with the cells that you have. See, and all informations are written in the cells as well as in the brain. So it never died. The brain died okay, but the cells goes on. That's why you say. That's why the people are very emphasize having babies to continue the lineage. You see what I mean? It truly has the continuation of the lineage. All the information will pass down. That's why you see many traits in the same family. Yeah, but of course that's just not to stay like that. So that the society will become. We have a lot of varieties. You see. Because that person, even though inherited our information and traits from his father, go on develop his own also, and then learn from different mixture and become another individual apart from the information that he already has. See what I mean? And so it become another individual again. He has the traits of his father, but a traits of his own. Many masters don't want to come here. Very difficult to work with this instrument. It's somebody else's DNA. And a lot of garbage that you inherited just before you come. You can't help it. You know, and you struggle with this broken instrument to do the perfect job in an imperfect surrounding, with all the imperfects of the instrument. You know, it's a damn hard job. And if you want to be master, think twice. If you want to be a master, think twice. It will be hell for you before you can become a master. You get all kind of training that against your very soft will, and you will not know why things happen to you like that, and you wish that you get out of that. All this hardship and all this situation that fall upon you, all the hard tests, and then you will not know where to turn, and you don't know why it happened. You know what I mean? Just because you want to be master, then all the blessing will come to you. All the tests, the trials, the temptations, the hardship, the sorrow, and you never know it. You never know this could happen to you, such an ordinary, peace-loving, and very gentle being. Every sorrow you will experience. If I have to tell you all, you'll be scared. Okay? I had no exception. But I didn't know that was for preparation. I complained, I wailed, I whined, I cried, I blame heaven and earth. I don't like Jesus. I say he has no eyes, no ears, no heart, and no understanding for my suffering. Why me? I've done nothing, things like that, you know what I mean? A lot of things, but I cannot tell you because it's not necessary. It's not necessary because one experience is individual, is absolutely special, unique. And if I tell it unto you, it's no meaning. Because you can never say the real feeling of suffering when it's already happened. Or just like the happy moment, you cannot replay it again. Even on TV or video, right? You can see it, but the feeling is not the same. Huh? A live show and a TV show is different. Right? Sometimes it's truly different. Just like many of my videotapes, you know, recorded some of our happy moments, but it's not the same. I look at it and I say, oh my God, it's only 1/10 of it can be recorded. You know what I mean? Just like the leaves that dry in the forest is different from the fresh leaf. Okay, but never mind. If you want to be master, why not, huh? When you want to aim high, huh? Might as well, huh? But whether you're chosen or not is also up to heaven, huh? But at least you want it, huh? And then you hear it, huh? And then you will see, huh? Woe to you, you fail all the tests. And it's very easy to fail all these tests. Very easy. Okay, never mind. wish you luck. Stand by. I stand by and good luck. All right. It's 10:30 nearly, and you may go home. Okay. And keep the master power in your heart. Okay. But set me free. Love you.
Thank you, Master.
A little bit. When I was in Italy, I can speak, but I forgot this about 12 years. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love, your blame.